Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel where I talk about primarily myself, which is exactly what this video is about. 13 things that you didn't know about me because we've never met. Probably. I used to be really embarrassed to do anything that was in this realm, being on camera, which is kind of ironic. I'll be the first to leap, I'll be the first to raise my hand, but for some reason, doing this, I don't know if cringe is the right word. I actually really love cringe. I love the idea of cringe because all it means is that you're in the beginning phases of something. When you're working out and you have to work through the lactic acid, that's what I consider cringe. Number two, depending on when you're watching this, I am either going to start a podcast or I have already started a podcast with my best friend, Sharon Macinda, and it is called Pretty Girl Wisdom, to discuss all the things that make you pretty, all of the things that make you shine from the inside out, going after your goals, holding your boundaries, being strong, healthy, self-care, putting yourself first, knowing how to assert yourself in the world. We're both building our lives from different places, and so we want to talk about our own experiences. So that's going to be our podcast. We're really excited about it. Also, another thing you may not know about me is that I am a creative arts junkie, and I've been this way for as long as I can remember. So the way that that's manifesting now is this. I've been doing family photography in my community. I really enjoy taking pictures of any people. I love people. I adore people. However you show up, I'm gonna love you. I love people. A lot of these things, including this YouTube channel and photography, content creation, these are things that I've gone back and forth in my life. I dabble with it, I expand my skill set, I excel a little bit, and then something else will pull me away. Life happens, right? But I always end up coming back to it. I used to find that to be very annoying, but now I'm just realizing that that's flow. And that's okay. You don't need to resist that process. It's actually a gift because sometimes it just needs to sit on the back burner and meld and mesh and cook in your subconscious. And then when you come back to it, it's almost like muscle memory. You're better at it because you've had some time away. Oh my God, I love to write. Love to write. I would say that acting and writing probably sit side by side in what's been in my heart the longest. I did go to school for acting. That's gonna get its own little. And then I went to Los Angeles and I pursued acting for a good 5 years before I got completely burned out. People say that you love the craft, but you don't love pursuing the business. That's exactly what happened for me. I had no idea how to get in the door. I did get a voiceover agent who was a friend, and I did book a couple acting gigs with my voice, which was cool. I'm now living in Virginia. I'm nowhere near Hollywood. I don't know what number we're on, but I got into a career in special education. I ended up learning about dyslexia. This is a space that deserves a lot of attention and activism because there are kids that are not getting what they need. As hard as the school system is trying, I don't blame any individual teachers. It has to do with resources and the approach that you have to take to work with these kids. And so I learned how to do that. And so I ended up working in education and becoming certified. Now, here's the thing, probably don't know about me, is I got married 1 month before COVID was a thing in Cancun, Mexico. That was the last time that we traveled for years. That was wild. Another thing you probably don't know about me is that I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism, or Hashimoto's hypothyroiditis. And I just want to say that if anybody, any women out there specifically, if there are any women out there who are experiencing symptoms of depression or fatigue, or you're just thinking, what is wrong with me? Why can't I just get it together? Get your thyroid level checked, because that could very well be what the issue is. Because for me, that's what it was. I was getting misdiagnosed by therapists and psychologists and psychotherapists. And so I did finally get to the bottom of what a lot of my fatigue and those feelings and spirals that I was going through, I got to the bottom of what it was, and it was hypothyroidism. I have had 2 babies in the last 3 years. So right now, I can say I have a 1 and a 2-year-old, which is a lot. It's a lot. And right now, I am a stay-at-home mom, and I'm loving it. I haven't always loved it, but I have struck a balance in my life that allows me to feel like I am filling my cup first, which takes effort. I went into being a stay-at-home mom kind of thinking that it's kind of like a retirement. It's not. It's not. You work harder than you will ever work in your entire life. And here's another thing you probably don't know about me, is that I have a daily meditation practice. That's something that I picked up several months ago that is a non-negotiable. I meditate every single day. I use the Calm app. It's amazing. It's worth it. If you want to get into meditation, there'll be other videos about meditation because it has been an absolute game changer. Oh, another thing you might not know about me, I use affirmations when I wake up. I use them when I go to bed. They work. And there's all of the science and all of the psychology that you can use to explain why they work. And I'll make a bunch of videos about affirmations. In fact, I'm going to offer you a lot of affirmations. Another thing you might not know about me is that I've had a lifelong fascination with anything metaphysical, spiritual, esoteric, aliens. You want to have a conversation at a party? Let's talk that. In fact, these are all things that have been driving forces for me. And then probably the last thing that you don't know about me is my commitment to being unwaveringly true to who I am in this process and sharing that with you. And so it's in that spirit that I show up here in this medium or in a podcast or in whatever way that we happen to be together. I love you, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the little bell button so that you'll be alerted next time that I upload a video. And I appreciate your support more than anything. This is so much fun. Mwah!